All right, what are we looking at today, buddy?
So today we're looking at this.
The new Redcat MT18 mini monster truck. We love mini monster trucks on the channels. That's why we were super excited to get our hands on the new MT18 from Redcat. So in this video, we're going to go over some of the key features. We're going to talk about what Redcat did and did not do with this truck. We'll compare it against some other 18 scale monster trucks. And then we've got some upgrades lined up for this thing that's going to turn it into a rocket ship. All right, let's get into the key features of the MT18 here. So first, let's talk about what Redcat did and did not do with this truck. They did not just slap different chassis rails on it, bigger suspension and bigger tires, and then remarket it as a new model at a higher price, like some other manufacturers did. What they did do was make a concerted effort to make this into a legit mini monster truck. Some of the great key features that they've done here is given us these new straight axles here with open differentials. These open diffs are going to allow us to turn at speed. It's really beneficial when you've got something with some wheel speed and you're trying to really drive it like a mini basher, like a mini monster truck. So the open diffs are a great idea. They've put steel drive shafts on here. So another thing that's really critical when you get something that you're going to be thrashing like a mini monster truck. Love that they've put the metal drive shafts on here. We've also got more wheel speed brought to us by a lower turn motor. We retain the same transmission with the composite gears in it, same ratio. So we'll see how long the transmission gears last. Actually, I can tell you how long they're going to last. How long did the transmission gears last in this?
I don't remember.
It was about 10 minutes, I think, before we stripped out the transmission gears. So I highly recommend getting some metal transmission gears. The Redcat Racing metal transmission gears will drop right in here and it'll save you some headaches. Another super cool feature that they did with this. So, buddy, what's one of the things that monster trucks should have that none of the other mini monster trucks come with?
Full steering.
Got it. So a super cool thing that Redcat has done here is they've made this four-wheel steering capable right out of the box. So it comes without an additional servo, but all you have to do is pull this little plastic block out, drop a servo in there, plug it right into your existing ESC and receiver combo, and it's ready to go four-wheel steering. You operate it with the channel 3 switch right here on the remote. Super simple setup. We've got an Emax servo here in the back. We've already got ours four-wheel steering capable. To open the body, just like the Ascent 18, you've got this little latch on the back. Turn that, body's on a hinge, you can pull it right off. Here you can see we've got a new chassis layout on here. So we've got a steel plate style chassis. We've got more options for your shocks here. Utilizes the same oil-filled shocks as the Ascent 18. We have your 2-in-1 ESC and receiver combo right here on top of your motor and transmission. You get the 750 milliamp 2S LiPo battery. Similar layout with the battery. It's in here kind of at an angle behind the transmission. Comes with the familiar 2.4 gigahertz Fly Sky radio. Let me show them the rear steer.
Yeah.
So you flip it one way or the other, you get 100% steer. But very cool that you've got that functionality right out of the box. Super simple.
And you do crab walk.
Yep.
Too, right?
Some of their details on this, they've got these kind of molded headers on the side that stick out under the body. We've got some cool stickers here to make it look like a legit monster truck too. We've only got 3 tubes coming off the headers, so it looks kind of like a V6. Body comes in 2 different liveries. We've got this red and white Edelbrock version. There's also a blue Lawless version. All right, let's do some size comparisons and then we're going to run it as it is, see how it does.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some size comparisons. So here we are. We've got 3 18 scale monster trucks, mini monster trucks here. The most direct comparison here is going to be against the TRX 4MT. So you can see what I've liked about the MT18 from Redcat is look how low it sits. It's got a really nice, aggressive, low planted look to it. So it's going to be much less top heavy than, say, the Traxxas is. Looking at the tires are kind of goofy on the Ascent MT. They almost remind me of like a Lego tire or something, I'm not sure, but tires are slightly smaller than the Traxxas. They're a little stiffer as well. If we look at the wheelbase, see it's a little shorter than the Traxxas, probably by, I'd say, about half an inch, maybe a little bit more. Looking at it against the Losi Mini LMT, which is arguably the best 18th scale monster truck from a realistic driving experience and visual perspective, you can see the MT18 significantly smaller than the Losi. The tires are smaller. Again, the wheelbase is shorter as well. The Losi is just significantly more built. It's also about $100 more expensive. So while they're both 18 scale monster trucks, I do kind of think that the Losi is in a league of its own at this point, but it's good to see them together anyway. Axle is obviously itching to run this thing, so let's go run it and see how it does. Here comes the Atlan Design Group Ram dually hauling in our trucks for the comparison.
I'll park it right here.
All right. So the first round of comparisons that we're going to do here while Axel's getting set up, we'll do the MT18 against the Traxxas. Traxxas has the stock motor, but it does have the speed gears in it. So I'll give you guys a comparison here. So it is quick, and one of the things when this came out, I saw a lot of folks upset about how slow it was. It's significantly faster than the Ascent 18, but it's nowhere near the low C or where you really want a mini monster truck to be. Nice. And this is just on the 2S battery. There is a trick to this we'll show you guys in a minute. You can run a 3S battery on this system. It will handle it. Let's do a speed comparison, but you can see already that I think it... Excuse our messy basement also. I'm in transition between holiday seasons. All right, here we are against the Traxxas with the speed gears stock motor.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Oh! I started off way quicker.
Yeah, I think it's faster than the Traxxas with the speed gears. Will it do a backflip? Hit it. So do a little bit, not a ton on the backflip. Oh, there you go. Nice, that was pretty good.
This is what... Yeah. Yeah, it's not that good. But it also can do this.
All right, let's show him it on 3S.
All right.
Here we are on 3S. So Redcat doesn't recommend it or suggest it. So do this at your own risk, but the system will run a 3S pack on it.
Now watch it.
So this is what we've primarily been running it on, is the 3S, and it seems to handle it just fine. Much better, right? So the 3S on this makes a world of difference. So now we're going to redo our speed comparison with the Traxxas monster truck. And here we are against the Traxxas with the 3S pack in the Redcat. Count it down, buddy.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, not a chance for the Traxxas. Much faster on the Redcat.
It's destroyed.
I did. That was a good one.
Did you see that?
Right, one more contender. We got old Bigfoot out here with the Traxxas brushless motor system in it and the speed gears. This really wakes up the TRX 4M. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
So we do a speed comparison between these guys?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Brushless TRX 4MT versus the 3S powered MT18. Ready, buddy?
Ready, set, go. Oh my God.
Whoa! One more time, although this really isn't fair because the brushless power is got a definite advantage. It's also much more expensive, so we're kind of apples and oranges right now, but we'll do it one more time.
Set, go.
So Furitek has wasted no time getting into the market with the MT18. So we have the Furitek brushless power system for this truck that we're going to put it in. Doesn't seem fair that we're trying to put this up against the Traxxas brushless system, right? So
yeah.
we got to even the playing field and see what we can get out of this thing for power. Oh yeah, all right, we got the receiver to go in this. This should integrate with the stock radio, so this should be a really simple plug and play setup here. We've got the Furitek Lizard Pro Monster ESC.
Lizard Pro.
Look at that little brushless motor. Mini Godzilla.
I like it.
You like it?
The Mini Godzilla. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it is right there. It's Mini Godzilla. Tiny little brushless motor. Deceptively fast, however. So let's put this in here. This should be a real simple swap. We'll do the changeover and then we're going to see how fast this thing is with the new setup in it. All right, check it out, guys. We are all done. Axel's upstairs having lunch, but I got this all situated. Got the electronics up here on the stock tray. Got the receiver ESC combo, both of them compact enough to fit right in there where the stock unit did. That tiny little Mini Godzilla motor, it's tough to even see it in there. Fits super nice. That brushless in-runner motor takes up very, very little space. Super simple installation. That motor has a ton of mounting holes on it, mounted right up to the transmission without any issues. It's nice it comes with the pinion on it, so it was a real simple swap. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fire this thing up. I need to sync it to the stock radio. Got the radio in bind mode. Well, I got that blinking. If I push that down and then turn this on. Got it. All right, so we should be good. That was pretty simple. So everything all hooked up. Got steering. Got power. Retain our rear steer. This is great. I love these Furitek integration kits. Super nice. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in to the Furitek app. Oh, things jumpy already. I need to go in the Furitek app, make sure the firmware is up to date. I need to reverse my throttle because it's going backwards right now. But this thing's ready. Whoa, holy cow. Oh my gosh. This thing's going to be an animal. And that's just on 2S. All right, I'm going to go in the app and then we're going to run this thing. All right, guys, I will, of course, hand this over to Axel, but I did want to run it real quick first, only because I feel and I can hear that the diffs are starting to go already, that rear diff. So I want to make sure I show you guys the speed before he gets his hands on it and the thing gets trashed. It's got a ton of power. Super fast. And this just on the stock 2S pack. I almost need more room because the thing is so fast. Boy. Say we do a flip. Nice. Yeah, man, this is a good setup for this truck. I just worry about the rest of the supporting components. You're definitely going to want metal gears in the transmission for sure with this thing. Probably want some spare differentials while you're at it because this thing is just going to shred the drivetrain, I think. But we'll see. Ah, did you hear that diff? I can hear that when it's that rear one. We might have to do a part 2 when I get some more supporting components. Like the rear differential stripping out.
It does not sound good.
No, it doesn't, does it? It's fast though. Wow, super fast.
What are you doing?
What do you think of this foolishness?
Go so back to reverse now. So back tires are wiggling.
Alright guys, looks like we're going to have to do a part 2 to this video once I get some spare diffs on hand to see how this Furitek system stacks up against the Losi Mini LMTs. This is the tricky part with these mini monster trucks. Once you start adding power, you're going to work your way through the weak part in the drivetrain. In this case, we found it pretty quickly in the differentials. But I like what Redcat has done here with the MT18. This is a really fun little monster truck. This is going to be great for indoor bashing when the weather's crappy or it's cold. Grab a couple of these and just rip around the living room. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did strip those transmission gears very early on, so I would highly recommend a metal gear upgrade. We also broke the front body mount, so I'm hanging on with a rubber band here. But overall, I like what Redcat's done with the MT18 here. It's got great features on it like the open metal diffs, the low aggressive stance on this thing, the rear steer capability from the factory, very cool. On the stock 2S, it does leave a little bit to be desired as far as speed and performance goes. Running it on 3S, I feel is like the sweet spot for this truck. It's going to give you a lot more wheel speed, and you're still not going to stress the stock drivetrain too much, although we did pretty much shred the rear differential on the 3S before even going to the brushless. Adding the Furitek motor setup is going to take this thing to a whole new level as long as the rest of the truck can handle it, but just be mindful of the price tag on this, which starts at $159.99, which is indeed below the Traxxas TRX4 MT and about $100 less than the Losi Mini LMT. But if you add a system like the Furitek system, you're going to be right up in the Losi territory. And I still feel like that truck is more heavily built to accommodate the speed and power and performance that it puts out. While Redcat's taken steps to fortify this drivetrain, I'm just not super confident it's going to be able to handle the power that the Furitek puts out. But time will tell. I'll put the link in the description down below on where you can pick one of these up for yourself. And guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the MT18? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.